garden, and I should come and play. I feel like I should tell you there were wolves there yesterday. We walked and I said nothing.
Hi guys, this is Jack, and welcome to Beyond the Lyrics. Today's lyrics come to you from Wolves in the Garden by The Deadly Syndrome. This is a personal favorite of mine because not only is it structurally sound, but it's also just an absolute ant colony of a lyrical journey. If you need help following along with the lyrics, I'll post it down in the description, and let's get beyond these lyrics. So the lyrics start out with, "You say you're going to the garden, and I should come and play." Now, right in the beginning, you're going to notice the word garden a lot. And I'm not too sure what the garden is referring to. It really could be a plate, like an actual physical place. Another thing I thought about was it could possibly be the Garden of Eden. That could have a religious kind of thing going on with it. But we'll get to that later on. But yeah, just remember, garden has a lot to do with what's going on. The next set of lyrics is, "I feel like I should tell you there were wolves there yesterday." So, hesitant to tell this person, whoever you is, but also he has this memory of this garden and that there were wolves there. So he's been here before, and yet he's okay with just going again with a new person. I'm not really sure what that means, and I'm not really sure what that correlates to at this point, but I'm sure that it'll present itself to me as I go along with this. The next stanza of lyrics just kind of goes from "there were wolves there yesterday" to "we walked and I said nothing." And I thought that was kind of odd, just simply because, he's thinking, oh my goodness, there's wolves in this garden, right? But then "we walked and I said nothing." He's not planning on disclosing these wolves in this garden, wherever that may be. And that just seems to be a little odd. But anyway, he says, "I didn't want to hurt the mood." When he says this, I have to think of what the mood is. Is he happy? Does he not want to hurt this happy mood? Or is he upset or angry and he doesn't want to, spoil this other person getting hurt by these wolves, or perhaps both of them? I'm not really sure, but that's just my opinion. "I know we can't outrun them, but the flowers smell so good." Now that's awesome to me. I know we can't outrun them, but the flowers smell so good. I mean, what else is there to say? It just goes so well with everything. He's just setting himself up for this awful incident to bestow upon them, but the consequences don't outweigh the benefit, and I'm assuming the benefit has to be pretty darn good if you're metaphorically going to be attacked by wolves. And then it goes on to the chorus, which is wolves in the garden, so on and so forth. And then it goes into this kind of bridgy funkiness where it doesn't really go with anything else, but it really is beautiful. "It's a sunny morning and they gave no warning. Those wolves in the garden." Now there's something I have a big huge problem with this part, and that is "they gave no warning." I mean, how much more of a warning? He was at the garden, and he knows what these wolves are up to, yet he decides to bring this individual along on the ride with him to this garden where they are inevitably going to be attacked by wolves. Metaphorically speaking, maybe literally speaking, I don't know. I didn't write this song. It is great though. But yeah, they gave no. I just don't understand. Maybe he's so caught up in the fact that the it's just going to be so great once he gets there with this new person that it's going to be a different scenario. But it's just not going to be. It's you're walking into a wolf's den that has disguised itself perhaps as a garden. It's just awesome. I love that he put that in there. The next part is, I know I could have saved us, but we had never seen this day. If this is where we had to go, well, I'm glad we went this way. See, now, so he just knows that this is not going to end up well for him, but he just wants to partake in this, I don't know, dance with this other person, and just watch it play out as it has in the past. I mean, that's really beautiful, and also just catastrophic. I mean, it's so accurate to how people treat relationships and whatnot. I I don't know anybody that hasn't made that mistake of hoping the same situation will turn out nice, whether that be somebody cheating on you. Maybe you're in a culture where dating somebody wouldn't be very appropriate, or actually could be illegal or something like that. But I mean, sometimes that hope outweighs the known consequences. It's that unknown factor that we all love. We all love to see. And after that, he says, all that's left to see is what kind of flowers we'll become. I hope we'll be the kind that bring children out into the sun. This part of the song has so many meanings. I mean, I can't even. I tried to write them down, but there's just so many. The first thing that came to my mind is, well, it's a forewarning to other people that are going to be in this situation. It's like they're going to get eaten up by these wolves, but it'll warn the next set of people, the onlookers, of why not to go to this garden. Another thing I thought of, we went back to the religious aspect, was like perhaps it's like something to do with like a same-sex couple that wasn't particularly allowed to be in the light of the day, and they just did it, and they got prosecuted. They got just absolutely demolished by a community, but it still helped out because now the next generation of young gay couples can now be happy knowing that somebody already took the stand to just get kind of messed up by what would happen. But yeah, it's really just up to your interpretation. I tend to go with the former, just because it just seems almost like a warning, just to show what could happen when you let your instincts take over and you let your heart get in the way of your brain. It's just a beautiful song. It ends with, there's a rage storm coming, and they gave no warning. Again, with that, he just knew what was coming, but he just had to get a smell of those flowers, which we all want to get a smell of those flowers, but not if it leads to our demise. But anyway, that's pretty much it. The song plays out, just says "Wolves in the Garden" several times, and plays some beautiful music. It's a great song. If you want to go check it out, it's on Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. It's everywhere. It's "Wolves in the Garden" by The Deadly Syndrome. Great song. I recommend listening to it. And you can check out a lyric video. That would be the best. And alright, everyone, that's it for Wolves in the Garden. Just absolutely beautiful song with some secretly tantalizing lyrics. I hope you liked this, everyone, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to see weekly uploads. And if you loved it, drop a like and share it with your friends, your parents, or maybe even your teachers. I'm sure they'll love it. And that's it from me, folks. I'll see you next time.
I know I could have saved us, but we'd have never known this day.